Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I have a guest today. Hi Poornima.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
This is her second video on the channel, so she's like always a guest. Great. So Poornima actually she changed our lives. I think I talked about in a previous video. In 2015 we had an interview with her and she believed in our startup and she brought us to the States. So we moved and this is how the whole story started, and I have a video about how to start your own company and I talk about that magic that happened in 2015 with Poornima. And today she's really valuable, like in terms of a mentorship. She gave us a lot of valuable advice, and I wanted you to get some information from her as well, and we're going to talk about communication today. Because I'm a foreigner and I came to the States in 2015. My English was fluent, but I still have some difficulties communicating with Americans because sometimes I think maybe my accent is not too good, maybe they have difficulties understanding what I mean. Sometimes I forget words, and this fear, it really builds up and then you lose confidence and then you say weird things. And I just wanted to talk about, I wanted your insights on that, like how to manage your fear of talking to foreigners.
Yeah. Well, in general, whether you are a foreigner or you've been speaking the language for many years, there is a natural fear around public speaking or speaking up, because you worry about saying the right thing, you worry about what somebody's going to think about, depending on how you say it, and you also don't want to sound like you're always talking about yourself. So all those things kind of wrap up and cause people to have a natural fear of public speaking. In fact, it's the #1 fear out there. And so it's natural, and just because you're a foreigner or if English isn't your first language, it's okay. You don't have to feel like you are the only one. There are lots of people that experience this.
Yeah, America is a country of immigrants, remember that?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so then when it comes to actually getting over that fear, I coach a lot of folks and tell them that the #1 thing that you can do is practice. And it can be simple. It can be as simple as having a conversation with somebody on a daily basis. It can mean getting up and doing a presentation, maybe once a month or once a quarter. And it's okay if you mess up. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's just getting into the rhythm and getting that practice. And as you do it, you start to develop so much more confidence, and you see this over time.
And what about like you as American? Do you have differences when you're communicating with an American or a foreigner? Like me, for example, like Dimitri's co-founders. Do you have that, I don't know how to call it, but like, oh, he's a foreigner, I need to adjust my language, I need to use easier words. Do you get that?
I think regardless, like I've spoken all over the world, and what I've noticed is even when I'm speaking in Europe or I'm speaking in Asia, people may not understand the dialect. So I'm very cautious about the type of catchphrases I use, because I want to make sure that people understand and I'm not saying something that they might be like, what does that mean, right? So the first is just making sure that if you are saying something, it's not too popular, or it's like not popular enough, but it's so that they understand what that phrase is. And then the second, honestly, is just learning to speak more slowly. And it doesn't have to be so slow that they're like, hurry it up now, right? But just like slow and really taking the time to pronounce the words. And that way people, regardless of what language you're speaking or regardless of like, their own hearing, can understand what you're saying, but just becoming much more cognizant of that. And then I would also say it's really important that you have body language. So not just what you're saying and how you're saying it, but really using your whole body to express. Because oftentimes, we learn better or understand each other, even if we don't know each other's languages, through how we express ourselves.
I know that my mom went to Thailand. She barely speaks English, and she can't speak English like in England because she needs to be proficient and she's afraid of that. But when she comes to Thailand, she understands everybody. Everybody gets what she's saying. And I cannot use my English in Thailand, for example, because they wouldn't get. So body language is really important. And it also shows your confidence. And I think it really helps you when you forget the word. You can just exactly. And if you forget the word, what's interesting is nobody knows. And so if there are words that are too hard to pronounce or that you don't know or you forget,
just move on and find something that's simpler. Oftentimes, I found that people who have accents are easier to understand because of their choice of words.
Okay.
Because of how, because they speak slower, because they really care about the audience than someone who may be 100% proficient or a native in that language, because they pick harder words, they often speak above people's heads, or they present concepts in a way that's really confusing.
Yeah.
So just that simplicity can add a lot.
Yeah, cool. And so you have this course, right, helping everybody who speaks English and who speaks English as a foreign language, help them build confidence, right?
Exactly. So once a year, my company is called Femgineer, we're an education company, and once a year we teach this course called Confident Communicator course. It's online, so we have students from around the world, from the US, from China, India, and so on, participate in the course. And over the 8-week time, we walk you through all the interpersonal skills that you need to learn. So just one-on-one communication, how to be effective in a meeting, how to give feedback, how to deal with some conflict. And then we also cover presentation skills. So how do you speak up in public? How do you put together a quick talk, whether it's 5 to 7 minutes? And then we walk them through the exercises, have them practice, and give them feedback. So we do this once a year, and next year it's coming up in February, so February 2017 will be the next time we teach the course.
And you're teaching, right?
Yes, I'm one of the instructors, and I have 3 other instructors who work with me. And then we also have some bonus modules on accent reduction, on negotiation skills, and on interview skills. So we've got a lot to offer in that course.
I really like that you're one of the teachers because I love your accent. I think it's the best accent ever. And if you listen to Poornima all the time, you can get some of her accent. I'm trying to copy her.
Yeah, thank
really
you.
Cool. Thank you so much. That was really useful. And I think, it's very important not just to reduce her accent, but also like to involve everything, like words, body language. It's really cool, really helpful. And for all of you guys who are looking for, starting business somewhere abroad or getting into foreign universities, that will really help because every university would conduct an interview and they want to see you as a person, as a communicator, leader, whatever. So make sure you do that. Okay, I'll leave a link below and make sure you watch all of the other videos with Poornima. There will be links. And thank you so much for watching this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channels.
Wonderful. Bye guys.
Bye.